As with all Microsoft applications that use the Microsoft ribbon, FusionFX uses the Quick Access Toolbar. This toolbar is found by default on the top left-hand corner of the design screen, and Fusion have implemented a few functions as defaults on the initial installation of FusionFX. We can see these defaults being the Save, the Undo and Redo buttons, the Change to Plan, Change to Elevation, and Change to Perspective options. What this means is that we don't need to navigate to the View tab in order to change our views. We can just access these view changes right on the Quick Access toolbar. So by clicking on the Elevation option, my elevation view is brought into display, and I am then able to select various elevations inside my design screen. And I can always just go back up to the top and revert back to my plan view. Now, adding or removing objects from this Quick Access toolbar, there are various methods in which one can do so. At the very end of the toolbar, we have the pull down, Customize Quick Access Toolbar pull down. By selecting this button, it gives me additional options that I can add. So if I wish to have my change viewpoint, I just go and select that, and that button is now available. And an additional catalog items, I can click and have those two options available at the top there. Other methods in which we can add additional functionality to the Quick Access toolbar is to use the More Commands option. This opens up our user preference dialog, defaults to the Customize button. We can the first options available are to choose from popular commands, so commands that according to surveys done, are most commonly used within Fusion. Or otherwise, we can navigate to any one of our options on the various tab files available, or different functionalities. So if we're looking for view functionality, we navigate to the view section within the commands pull down, and this will give us all options available from the views. So let's say we wish to have the change render settings. We just navigate down to the bottom. We got the render option and render settings. So this gives us a clue that the render settings will show which renders are available. We just click our add button, and that will now be available on the Quick Access toolbar. We can also move around to which position we wish to have it. So if we don't want this right at the end, we want it at the top below Save, we just select it in this view and click the up arrow until it is in the position that we want. Removing objects, we can click on the undo and remove it, and the redo and remove it, and when we click OK, we see we have the updated toolbar available. The other method in adding objects to the Quick Access toolbar, or rather functions, which I find easier, we just navigate to the function we wish to add. So in this case, I'm going to add my auto features. I go to Insert tab, find the auto features option, right click on it, and the very first option is to add it to the Quick Access toolbar. And there we have the auto features available. You'll see that it also has a little pull down, which gives me the other functions associated to this function: the edit worktops, edit graphic fixtures, and edit flyover shelves. So adding things to the Quick Access toolbar is quite simple. So I can also right click and add coverings, go to the view menu, and let's go and add the item list option, and you can see it grows as it goes along. Other things that we're able to do is position where the Quick Access toolbar is located. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that it is by default located at the top left hand corner. Clicking the More Options button, we have the option to show it below the ribbon. So by selecting that, it now appears just above the design screen. So if I have all these windows closed, right click on my ribbon and minimize it, the Quick Access toolbar is what is displayed by default. And we could essentially have most of our functions that we use on a regular basis available here, negating the need to constantly go up to our tab menu. If we do require the tabs at the top there, you'll see if I click on an item, it automatically displays the items tab and hides from view the Quick Access toolbar. Alright, so once again, displaying the Quick Access toolbar, you see I've moved it back to the top here. It's hidden a couple of the functions because my editing tools menu is displayed over there. As soon as I click off of that option, you'll see they're brought into view. Whereas if I have this view, or let's click on an item again, if I need to access something and it's not displayed, we just look for these little two arrows, click on them, and there are my other functions that I have stored in the quick access toolbar. Thank you for watching this video.